Earth is the only planet we know that harbors life, but with billions of stars and even more planets in the universe, it seems impossible that we're the only ones. Today, we're going on a journey to explore some of the most exciting exoplanets, worlds that might actually be better for life than Earth. We have KOI 5715.01. This massive rocky world is twice the size of Earth and sits in the perfect spot in its star's habitable zone, meaning liquid water could exist on its surface, a key ingredient for life. Imagine a world so big you could spend over 100 hours flying between continents. It's a planet with so much more space for life to thrive. It orbits a stable orange dwarf star, which could live up to 70 billion years, much longer than our own sun. That means life here could have billions more years to evolve than life on Earth. But there's a catch. It's 3,000 light years away. Even with the fastest spacecraft we have, it would take over 100,000 years to get there. For now, we can only dream of what life could be like on this distant world. Next, let's travel just 39 light years to the TRAPPIST-1 system. Here we find 7 Earth-sized planets, 3 of which are in the habitable zone. These planets are much older than Earth, giving life there at least 3 billion years to evolve before Earth was even formed. But one planet stands out, TRAPPIST-1e. Slightly smaller than Earth, it may have a thick oxygen-rich atmosphere, potentially better for life than Earth's. However, there's a catch: these planets orbit a tiny, cool red dwarf star. To fit in the habitable zone, these planets have to be close to the star, so close that their orbits would all fit within Mercury's orbit of our Sun. This could mean the planets are tidally locked, with one side permanently scorched by the star and the other frozen. But under perfect conditions, a habitable strip of land might exist between the two extremes. Imagine living on one of these planets, where you could look up and see massive worlds orbiting beside you, almost like neighboring countries. Life here might be strange. The planet's proximity could cause constant eclipses, and days might last weeks or even months, depending on the planet. But it would be a breathtaking sight to see these massive worlds moving in the sky, an entirely different way of experiencing a day or a year. Now, let's look at Kepler 452b, often called Earth 2.0. This planet shares so many similarities with Earth that it's almost eerie. It orbits a sun-like star in a nearly identical orbit, with a year that's only 5% longer than ours. It's a super-Earth, meaning it's 50% larger than Earth and could have more land and water. But it comes with a twist. It's 5 times more massive, which means gravity would feel stronger. You'd weigh twice as much as you do here. Some might worry about asteroid impacts, but recent studies suggest that Jupiter may not be as protective as we once thought. In fact, a system without Jupiter might actually experience fewer asteroid collisions. But Kepler 452b has its own problem. Its star is a bit older than our Sun, and as sun-like stars age, they get more energetic. This could eventually cause a runaway greenhouse effect, making the planet less Earth-like and potentially uninhabitable. Despite this, Kepler 452b remains one of the most promising exoplanets. If its conditions remain stable, it could offer a haven for life similar to Earth's. But like all exoplanets, we're left to wonder, what would it be like to actually live there? Finally, we reach Kepler 22b, located 600 light-years away in the Cygnus constellation. This super-Earth is one of the most intriguing planets we've discovered. It's within the habitable zone of its star and seems to be a true water world, covered by a massive ocean. The ocean could be hundreds of kilometers deep, and life might exist in the depths of this vast expanse. If humans ever made it to Kepler 22b, we'd probably be in for a huge surprise. This planet's ocean world is much like Miller's planet from Interstellar, and it's entirely possible that strange aquatic life could thrive here. Imagine a world with no land, just vast oceans. The potential for unique, alien ecosystems would be incredible, and scientists are still working on how life might survive in such an environment. Next, we head to LHS 1140b, a rocky planet located about 40 light-years away. This exoplanet is slightly more massive than Earth, but it's rockier, which might mean a more familiar landscape of mountains and plains. LHS 1140b orbits a red dwarf star and sits comfortably within the habitable zone, giving it the potential for liquid water. Although it's a bit more distant from the Sun compared to Earth, LHS 1140b's position within the habitable zone makes it a candidate for life. Its atmosphere could protect life from the radiation of its parent star, and the planet's conditions could support ecosystems very similar to Earth's. With its proximity to Earth, LHS 1140b is one of the most studied planets, and it could hold many surprises for future explorers. Let's now visit Proxima Centauri b, located just over 4 light-years away. making it the closest potentially habitable exoplanet to Earth. It orbits Proxima Centauri, the closest star to our own Sun. While this planet is located in the habitable zone, there are significant challenges. The star it orbits is a red dwarf, which is prone to solar flares that could harm potential life on the planet. Despite these challenges, Proxima Centauri b remains a fascinating prospect. Its location so close to Earth makes it one of the most studied planets, and scientists are still trying to determine whether its atmosphere could support liquid water and life. The planet's proximity makes it an exciting target for future space missions. Another exciting discovery is K2-18b, a planet located about 124 light-years from Earth in the constellation Leo. This exoplanet is in the habitable zone of its star, and it has an atmosphere that contains water vapor, an essential ingredient for life. The planet is larger than Earth and has a super-Earth status, meaning it has more surface area to potentially support life. What makes K2-18b particularly exciting is that the detection of water vapor in its atmosphere is a key indicator that it may have the right conditions for life. Researchers have suggested that the planet could have a thick atmosphere and even liquid water on its surface. K2-18b is still in early stages of exploration, but the discovery of water on such a distant world is a huge breakthrough. Let's take a look at Gliese 581g, a planet located 20.3 light-years away. This planet has often been referred to as a Goldilocks planet because it sits in its star's habitable zone, just the right distance for liquid water to exist. It's a super-Earth, meaning it's larger than Earth, but not by much, which could mean it has the potential for landmasses and oceans much like our own planet. Gliese 581g has been a source of debate among astronomers because of the uncertainty about whether it truly exists, but the data from previous missions suggests it may be one of the best candidates for habitability. If it's confirmed, it could provide a world very similar to Earth, with a mild climate and the right ingredients for life. So, which of these planets would you choose to live on? With so many promising worlds out there, the possibilities are endless. For now, I think I'll stick with Earth, but who knows what the future holds? The search for habitable planets continues, and perhaps one day, humanity will make the journey to one of these distant worlds. The universe is vast, and the adventure has only just begun.